Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the show. Today, a very quick video. Well, at least I'll try and keep it quick. I know I have a habit of rabbiting on, but anyway, yeah, a couple of unboxings. Oh, I nearly gave the game away. I should do a wristwatch check. Of course, I'm wearing the subby. It's back in rotation. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. I'll be discussing that in just a moment. The other watch, I'm pulling a Schwarzkopf. If you're not familiar with the Schwarzkopf, named after Storming Norman, he used to wear two watches so he could keep track on multiple time zones. I do it for that reason, but also because sometimes if I'm reviewing watches or I have new watches in and I want to test its accuracy, you know, my wrist time is precious, you know, so I get double the amount of enjoyment. Oh my, oops, I hope I didn't give the game away. I don't think it's close enough for you guys to see, but anyway, this is a newest acquisition, an impulse buy. I just saw it, I had to have it. You'll see why in just a moment. So wristwatch check done. Let's roll the intro and get into today's video.
Baby, please don't go. Love you so, baby, please don't go. You got dimples in your jaw. You got dimples in your jaw.
So the sub is staying. Can you blame me? I mean, I do love this watch. I do adore it. It's a very special watch. And you guys were right. The sentimental attachments. You know, I've traveled all around the world with it. It's a Grail watch. When am I going to have the opportunity to buy one again? And then I think that the idea of the remorse and regret of selling it would just be too much for me. It's just too much. So it's going to stay. The Rolex Explorer, it's not, they're never going to run out of them. You know, I can save up, and it's better to save up and wait and make sure it's the right watch and have both of them. You know, just imagine a Submariner, the GMT, and the Explorer. I mean, what a trio of Rolexes. I've got to get over this British sense of modesty. I think I inherited it off my mum of, you know, oh, you know, you can't have, why do you need more than two Rolexes? Far too much, you know. Yeah, it's staying. It's staying. I mean, I think it was temporary madness. Good God, man, have you gone quite mad? It's... You know, it's the cornerstone of my collection, but I was just playing with the idea. But anyway, without further ado, actually this kind of ties in quite nicely to what I'm wearing on this wrist. And I've probably given it away. It might actually look like an Explorer at a distance, but yes, it's a Zenith. It's a Zenith. So let's change perspectives and have a look at the unboxing. Another unboxing, and as you can see, this is from overseas. Actually, this is from the motherland, back in the UK. Now, this is a vintage piece, and I'm sure once you see what it is, you'll probably figure out why. Well, you'll definitely understand why I went for it. It was completely on a whim. Could be an absolute disaster. Could be a real find. You know, I'm willing to take the risk. Now for this unboxing, I am using my little Leatherman scaly tool. I've included this in a video before. This is a really cool tool with screwdrivers, all kinds of bits and bobs. But actually, oh, I just knocked the camera. But actually, I will be using it for this wonderful little knife here with a serrated, semi-serrated edge, which is actually pretty good for chomping into boxes. Do a quick little drum roll. Doesn't really work. Actually, it works on this. Quick drum roll. And let's pull her out. Almost. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's have a look. Ooh, very nice size. And yes, it's a Zenith. It is a Zenith. Look at that dial. Beautiful applied markers. And you can see by the dial, it is slightly reminiscent of the Explorer with the 12-9 Well, actually the Explorer doesn't have 12, but the 9, 3 and 6 there. Now this is a manual wind piece from the 50s, as you can probably tell by those arrowhead markers. Fairly good condition, and the dial looks beautiful. There's a little bit of patina on that second hand. Very sharp faceted dolphin hands there. Stunning Zenith logo, the star of Zenith. We'll pull it out. Let's adjust the time. Lovely texture in the dial. Let's get right close up. Look at that. I'm gonna have it authenticated, although I'm almost certain it's genuine. I'm gonna open it up and make sure the pictures match. Yeah, quite chuffed with that. I think it's about a 34mm, but yeah, that's gonna wear lovely. So a bit of an affordable alternative to the Explorer. You can see why I went for it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to give it, you know, a week or two maybe of wear and see how it gets along. Look at that domed crystal. It's got a charm. It's so 1950s, those arrowhead markers in the hands, and that the numerals, just the style of lettering, very, very typical of that period. But gorgeous condition considering how old it is. Alright guys, so I'm going to give it, you know, a week or two, and then we'll see how we get on. Anyway, let's take it back to the studio. Now, with regards to my Flightmaster, I still think, I'm still deliberating that one. I think it would be a mistake letting it go, because the sheer amount of enjoyment that it's brought me for a very affordable watch at the end of the day. And my next plan is, I've been looking at Speedmasters with moon phase. There's also a beautiful Breitling Mont Brilliant with the moon phase. However, I'm happy with my Navi timer. There is a beautiful tri-compax Omega, let me just get the reference, it's the 3576.50 tri-compax arrangement with the moon phase at the top. I quite like that. Yeah, it's 42mm. I'm gonna try and see if I can try one on before I buy. That could be a possibility, because guys, I've come to the realization I'm not a dress watch guy. I mean, can you tell? I like tooly watches, I like sports watches. You know, I've come to the realization we've got to buy what makes you happy, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. People tend to do that with their watches. They have the watch that they think will look good on them, or other people, it looks good on other people, you know, or makes other people happy. It's what other people, no, petty bourgeois morality corrupting you into trying and impress other people. Buy what makes you happy, man. So for me, the idea of having the ultimate sports watch collection, you know, with all the icons, but icons with a little bit of difference, you know, and I think that moon phase certainly makes the Speedmaster, I mean, it's logical, it's the moon watch with the moon phase, right? So why not? I'm considering it. There's also there's a reduced, there's a Speedmaster reduced with the moon phase. However, it's two-tone with a white dial. I'm not so fond of the dial layout on that one. It's very nice. Significantly more affordable than the professional, the tri-compax one, just the reference I just told you. But anyway, these are all thoughts. I'm in no rush. I've got a ton of watches that you guys are sending in to review. And actually, talking of that, we should get on with the second unboxing. And yes, the Planet Ocean, long overdue for the channel. So let's change perspectives and have a look at my first impressions and unboxing of the Planet Ocean from Omega. Another unboxing. So due to the large size of this box, it takes up the whole frame. I can hardly move here because I'm in the light box, obviously. But anyway, I've managed to locate my Spyderco. Absolutely adore this knife. This is becoming my favorite knife. Big shout out to Epic Snuggle Bunny who gave me this. Just adore it. Anyway, let's get on with it. And I got to say a massive thank you to Chris for very graciously entrusting me with his watch and sending it in. And by the way, guys, if there's anybody out there and wants to see their watch reviewed, please do email me. My gosh, is It's like some beautiful enamel wood. Stunning, gorgeous. Look at that. My gosh. Quite something. I mean, very luxurious looking box. I've never seen anything like it. So all the manuals and bits and bobs are in this section. I'm not going to bore you with that, but what counts is the first impression. So I've been dying to get this watch in. Anyway, enough talking. Oh, it's a button. That's the button. Oh, that is cool. Okay, drum roll, please. Push the magic button. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Now that is a watch box. Ooh. Wow. Now I have tried on an Omega Planet Ocean, but I've never reviewed it on the channel. So this is definitely long overdue. My gosh, look at that. Wow. First impressions. Very hefty. Look at the that typical Omega case. Nobody else makes a case like that. Very hefty, substantial bracelet. Oh, we got that that lovely Omega clasp. Fantastic. My gosh, I've forgotten how solid the clasps are on Omega divers. Oh, look at that. We got a display back with the coaxial movement. My gosh, that is quite dazzling. Look at that. Let's get in there right nice and close. Look at the decoration. I love the spiral effect of the perlage. It's not, is it perlage? I'm going to have to look up the precise terms because the finishing, I think, is a little bit different from the usual. Stunning. A really nice display back. And it's going already. Fantastic. Let's turn that bezel. I'm dying to know how. I've never actually turned the bezel on a Planet Ocean. So, oh, very nice. Definitely better than the Seamaster 300. Not quite as good as the Sub. Not quite as good as the Sub, but nothing is. No, I still think the Submariner has the best bezel, definitely. The crown and the case, that is very reminiscent of the old vintage 300 I reviewed. Guys, check that video out if you haven't seen that. That is the granddaddy of them all. Let's move the hour marker so we can see. 600 meters, wow, okay. Now that's interesting. I noticed it has two positions. The second position there moves the hour hand only. Very interesting. Changes the date. Interesting way of doing it. And then the last position changes, hackable of course, changes the time. Wow, I wonder why they did that. It must be something to do with the newer coaxial movement. Amazing dial. I love those little orange markers. Gorgeous. Very substantial. I can't get over how thick it is. Got that helium escape valve there with the updated periodic table symbol there rather than the Omega logo that was on the older divers, the older 300s. I got to say the quality, the heft of this piece, gorgeous. It looks brand new, Chris. I mean, you need to wear this a bit more. It's gonna challenge the Submariner, definitely. I can't wait to review this, really get into it. Beautiful applied Omega logo. I love that pop of orange. Very lively. Matches the second hand, the tip of the second hand. Those hands are gorgeous. Those big arrow hands. Love the bezel. I'm going to have to research for the full review what the material for the bezel. I'm not going to say ceramic. I'm not quite sure. I could be wrong, but guys, stay tuned. I will be getting into all the technical specifications, a little bit more precise. But yeah. Very substantial. I should try on. I'd definitely try on. Let's put it on. You must have wrists almost as skinny as mine. It's quite a good fit. Look at that. Very hefty. Quite masculine, bold feeling. Sits quite tall. It's gonna really be interesting getting to know this piece. Gorgeous. Fantastic. It's quite dazzling. I gotta say, I can see what the fuss is about. It's one thing to try them on in the store, and it's another thing to, wear it and really get to know it for a few days. Very excited indeed. I have been contemplating the 39mm, but I don't think this is the 39mm. Could it be? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem that large. Let's compare to the Seiko. I've got the Seiko on the other hand. So there's the Seiko. There's the... might just be 39. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we'll include the dimensions obviously in the full review, but yeah, great, fantastic. Wow, that display back. Anyway, I'm just drooling over it now. So anyway, guys, stay tuned for the full review. Let's take it back to the studio. Planet Ocean, I gotta say, I'm really impressed. A little bit too tall for my liking, but it has that bold, macho, manly feel about it. Very much looking forward to reviewing it. Stay tuned for the full review of both watches I unboxed today. Just a very quick video, guys. Sometimes it's nice to do something off the cuff. Thoughts, opinions, queries, questions, all the rest of it down in the comments below. I love hearing your feedback. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and found it useful. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Okay, ciao.